my channel. My name is Nisi J. If you're new, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not,
welcome back, gang.
So today I have another crazy story time. If you guys like crazy story times, feel free to like, share, comment, and subscribe because I have a lot of them. Do y'all remember in one of the old story times when I said I loved hanging out with my older cousins? Well, I did. When we were all young, but then they got older and they got new friends and they started going out, clubbing.
I want to watch cartoons.
Oh, put it down.
I would still try to hang out with them though. Now it was 3 of them.
2 girls and 1 boy.
Now at this point, they all had friends that would come over and hang out with my family and, you know, come around or whatever. This one particular day, my guy cousin brought all his homeboys over to my aunt's house.
I'm gonna scope the scenery out.
So I'm scoping them out. And they were okay. It was this one boy child. He was so cute to me. Like, he was just so motherfucking fine to me. Instantly started having a little schoolgirl crush on him. Let's call him Freddie. Ever since I laid eyes on Freddie, I had a crush on him. Well, I'll come down to my aunt's house not even thinking about my cousin's child. I'm just trying to see if Freddie there. And be sad as hell when he wasn't.
Years have gone by.
Freddie would still sporadically pop up at family events.
Looking for him in the daytime with a flashlight, honey.
And every time I would see him, it would be like Christmas Day, y'all, because I had a crush on him.
Whenever he came over, he did kind of like flirt and play with my other cousins.
Never acknowledged me until one day he did. We were all at a family function. Here he come walking past talking about something.
Pouring all that damn Sprite.
I'm like, ooh, you notice me? You notice me? As the years are passing by, of course I'm living my life. You know, I'm doing my thing. But that damn little crush never went away. I done hit puberty, still got a crush. In my teenage years, glowed up, still got a crush. I'm a young adult, fine as fuck, still got a crush. I'm grown as hell, grown woman status, still got a fucking crush. I actually expected him to slide into my Facebook Messenger like a lot of my guy cousins' male friends did at the time, but I declined, of course, out of respect. But he never did, to my honest surprise. Then we fast forward to my not so hot days, and I'm back at my aunt's. And this happened.
Victoria was over there visiting. All her kids were there.
They were waiting for my Aunt Tab to get done cooking breakfast. I go walk in there a little bit. I see my cousin friend that like definitely been around since I was like a kid. Cute or whatever. Can't see me like this. I can't even go out like that.
I'm not a young man, baby.
Wait till he slide out the front door. Hear the door open and I hear the door close. I go into the bathroom real quick so I can look a little decent, you know. Go in there and I sit where everybody else was sitting there. Instant friend come back in the house. They just start asking me about my mom. Like,
You talk to your mom? Do your mom know where you're at? Like,
I was like, what the fuck I'm supposed to say to my mom right now? Steady bringing it up, steady bringing it up.
Where your mom at, nigga?
But just putting my business in front of this nice young man. Like, well, damn, like, this ain't breakfast conversation. Oh, you need to go and call your mom and da. And then she just started giving me, like, unsolicited advice that I didn't ask for. I had got tired of them talking.
Oh, bruh, damn.
I'm gonna travel the world, Victoria.
And dude over there sitting over there laughing and mocking me. I'm gonna travel the world.
Loser.
This is really embarrassing. Of course, I made it through that situation, right? Hi, it's Thanksgiving. I've been back at my mom's house for like 6 months at this time, and I'm feeling real thankful. I'm feeling good. I'm excited to go see my family for Thanksgiving and just be amongst them and eat and be joyful and jolly and shit. Little did I know that would be the last time I would see my family for 2 years. Let me tell you why. So I already knew pre-crash out, me and my family didn't exactly party the same. I don't know, when I was young and I had to go be in the room with the other kids, they used to be turned the fuck up. Like, they used to be so motherfucking turned. But I guess when I got older, they got older. And all they want to listen to is, it's Friday. Which I like, but not when I'm trying to turn up. You feel me? First of all, it's Saturday. Play some Megan. When I get there, of course, they're playing blues. On top of that, though, I'm trying to get lit, of course. Trying to enjoy myself or whatever. So, you know, I'm trying to get me a little sip of drink. They monitoring me. Everybody in the house monitoring me. Like, everybody in the house just looking like, okay, like, everybody, including Freddie. It was real awkward. I'm trying to dance, you know what I'm saying? I'm really happy, you feel me, but I guess that is a clear sign. It was only one time.
Not around here, partner. Not around here.
Cool. So I'm trying to dance, I'm trying trying to get lit or whatever, every time I'm looking up, whatever the hell I'm doing, I see him making eye contact with me. Wasn't exactly how I had fantasized it over the years. He was like literally mugging me. Like he was just like disgusted, offended by my happiness.
Bitch, you're weird. Kill yourself. Like, ew.
He even went so far to call his little brother, who, you know, would come around also, but like, it was weird because when his brother came, he joined Freddie in the examination. They both standing on the wall just looking at me dance and drink and enjoy myself. Like, okay, any minute now, crack pipe finna fall out her wig. What?
I've never been to prison.
You have
19 felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
calm down, calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
So I'm like, okay, you know, I played it off. You know what I'm saying? But I said to myself, I am never, ever coming back up in this motherfucker again. Okay, cool. From like that point forward, I eventually started this channel. I decided to do a giveaway. I made and posted the flyer on Facebook, and I tagged everybody I knew and didn't, because I was really trying, you know, I especially tagged all the boss bitches in the area and the surrounding area. I felt like it would be lucrative for us both. Tell me why I tagged this one bad boss bitch that I knew Freddie and them knew, because I definitely stalked the shit out of their pages when I first got on Facebook. You already know. Something told me don't tag her, but I tagged her anyways. Y'all, don't y'all know I tagged this helper? Now she ain't like the post, she ain't shut a post, which was fine. But she went so far, honey, as to post this. Post talking about something, where you even buy crack from? Hell, I don't know.
Want me to bring the receipts?
And anyways, who told you that? Like, how that?
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's funny.
That's weird.
Okay, cool.
Took it on the chin. I ain't let that, you know, discourage me or humble me or whatever. So I just kept working on the channel. Cool. Now fast forward like 2 years later, the present.
Everything's actually okay.
Finally got to move into the house I inherited, which was not easy. The channel's doing great. It's not a complete fail, thank you, Jesus. The only thing missing is a car, which I personally opted out from getting, because if you notice on every story time, what's the common denominator? My car. A car. Me not staying home, being on the road. It's giving doing okay. And I was, until one day I get this call that one of my aunts passed. You already know I'm devastated because I haven't been to my family's house to see her. I didn't get to say goodbye. Hell, I didn't even know it was that bad.
No, I don't like that.
But I'm okay because I have a better understanding of death, you know, 3D, 5D. The body that the soul don't. Yeah. So I'm taking it hard as hell, but not as bad.
Saturday goes around and it's the day of her funeral.
Now it's time for me to see my family, in which I have not seen for like 2 years. Girl, I get to my grandma's house, they act like I'm the ghost. I made it through the funeral. Now it's time for the wake. Everybody's getting together at my aunt's house, and I'm like a house down the street at my grandma's house. I'm checking on her and making sure she's okay because it was one of her sisters and she was cooking and stuff. I was trying to make sure she ain't needed no help. She told me that she was fine. Well, I go sit at their table. Girl, some just told me, look over to your right. Well, I look over to my right, honey, and it was a box of like liquor that they had from like previous get-togethers and parties and stuff, and just like whatever left, they stored it in there. They ain't really had none of it. They had some wine. It had dust on it. I don't know how old the fuck it was, but it's aged perfectly fine for me today. So I start pouring up, you know, trying to build up my nerves to go down the street and be amongst people who I have not been amongst for like 2 years after a funeral. I was sipping away until one of my lovely cousins that's from out of town came down the street and told me that they had him on liquor duty. Talking about he was finna get ready and go to the liquor store and get some Patron. So I asked him, could I ride with him? And he said yes. So me and my bottle hop in the car. We head to the liquor store, we catching up. He telling me he smoked now, and I'm like, oh, it's lit. We get there and get the Patron, and we get some Relos, because me and him was finna roll up. I get me a black, be okay smooth, you already know. We head back. We get back to my aunt's house. He go in the house and give my cousin a Patron, and he comes back out. He roll up and we start smoking or whatever. It's lit. Eventually we finished and we get out of the car and go into my aunt's house. She had a real nice honey. She done remodeled and everything. Everything's looking new. Everything's looking different. I'm like,
Ooh, this is nice. Girl, how you get sparkles in the back of an animal? What is this, a Care Bear?
oh shit, it wasn't the vibe I had expected. My younger and baby cousins is in the dining room playing, and the older ones is drinking. The older crowd is in the living room eating and talking.
It was real nice.
I'm like, oh, okay, great start. Surprisingly good vibes. They were so happy to see me. I was happy to see them. Real nice. I go get me one of those folded chairs and I go into the backyard. Freak my black real quick, you already know, and I start smoking. Now while I'm back there, I'm just really taking it all in, like damn, it's been 2 whole years. And then on top of that, 2 years ago, the last time I was here, it was not a fun time. The difference between now and then is just how far I've came. I'm so grateful, I'm so thankful. I'm just taking it all in, child, looking amongst the backyard. I go back in and I open up my folded chair like in the back of the dining room, where I'm kind of like in between the dining room and the living room because there's no wall. So I got a pretty nice seat. I'm watching people do the bunny hop. My older cousin's giving me shots to take, not knowing I'm already lit as fuck. Shot o'clock! I'm taking the shots, taking the shot. It's real cool.
I'm chilling.
Then out my peripheral, I see Fred sitting on the floor right next to the dining room table by my other cousin. And I don't know, girl. I don't know. Everything was starting to mix up within me and stuff, and I just started to think.
Stop right there. I have one question. One question. Are y'all laughing at me?
Laughing at you for
Is y'all laughing at me behind my back? Cause I ain't been for keeping it real with y'all. Hell no. This whole mother time, Rocky. You too.
I started to think back to how my girl cousin tried to play me that morning, how he had mocked me, to how he was looking at me on Thanksgiving, and how I know he's part of the reason why my business didn't stay amongst the family and he was talking shit. I just got to thinking, because you know what? I'm not outside of a gas station begging for change.
I'm in a nice big spacious house.
That ain't mine, but it's mine. And she was doing okay without the support. And I look good as fuck in this dress. All the thoughts just passing through my head, I'm feeling all kind of emotions. I'm mad because what the fuck? And then I'm happy because yeah. And I'm lit. All of it just flowing through me, girl. The cha-cha slide went off and a twerk song came on. Something in me just got ignited, honey. Oh, we finna have a real homegoing celebration now. I get up from my chair, I'm working, I'm whining, I'm gyrating, I'm getting up, I'm looking back at it. I almost smacked it, but I didn't. I don't know what came over me, honey, but I just, throwing this ass. I'm throwing this ass every which way. Bobby that thing, I'm right of that thing.
Sometimes I tickle my motherfucking self.
You know how my auntie's house is set up? It's an open floor plan. There is no wall. All eyes were on me. Older cousins, younger cousins, baby cousins, the babies, my mama, Freddie and his brother, everybody. We enjoyed each other's company and turned up the rest of that day. It's lit. Now, this was December 22nd, which means it was Christmas break. So I was at my mom's house. So by me already being at my mom's house, I decided to go ahead and tag along with them while they went back to my aunt's house. I mean, why not? Last time was good vibes. Let's run this shit back. I went ahead and went along with them for Christmas. So I'm in the living room with my mama and my other cousins or whatever. We just eating and talking and parlaying, right? My favorite cousin eventually came and joined in, and he's sitting next to me, and we just started sitting there, you know, talking, chopping it up. How about out of nowhere, girl, Freddie comes in there and he sits on the couch like directly across from where I was sitting at, directly across from me, and he just starts staring at me. Now I felt him staring at me, but I just, you know, kept talking to my cousins and just ignored it because, like, you know, whatever at this point, right?
I don't even want nothing no more.
My little favorite cousin started tapping me like, girl, Freddie looking at you, and I'm like, I know. Anyways, let's just ignore him. Guess Freddie knew I was ignoring him, so he told my cousin to get my attention. So my cousin like, Niecy, Freddie wants you. And I just look at him like, what? And he gonna mouth, hey. All sexy like. And I'm like, yeah, you big cuz 5 times removed, never was attached. Like, what you want? And he was just like, accept my friend request on Facebook. Like,
Kiss my entire ass.
Accept my friend request on Facebook.
okay. And he like, cool. And he get up and he just walk away. It's like on the inside, because do you understand how long I've been imagining that this had happened? Like, what? I was kind of surprised, but I really wasn't surprised because I already knew I was throwing that ass the other day, honey. Like, yeah, I knew. I started back engaging with like the family or whatever. About 30 minutes later, my big guy cousin that's friends with Freddie comes up to me and he's just like, you want to go to the liquor store with me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Tell me why I'm headed to the passenger side of the wheel. I see Freddie sitting there. Okay, I get in the back. Started playing on my phone because that's what I do in awkward situations. Then Freddie started talking to me. Talking about something.
If you would have accepted my friend request on Facebook, you would have saw me ask you to come out and come with us on Messenger.
Freddie starts to ask me questions. Like,
oh, what's your real name? How old are you?
Am I on punk, bitch? Like, is this candy camera? Like, stop playing with me. Now I'm answering them, but I'm not giving excited. I'm answering them just like with an attitude. I guess he liked that or whatever, because he kept on asking me questions.
I mean, he kept trying to make small talk with me the whole time.
We done went to and from the liquor store. He steady talking. Okay, cool. We go back to my aunt's house. We get more lit. And then here come Freddie coming there trying to turn up with us.
Trying to get next to me or whatever. Making eye contact with me or whatever. And I'm like, okay.
That's how that night ended. I get home.
You get with him. I swear. I swear. I will kill you, and I mean it. I mean it, Tiffany.
I see that Freddie has been messaging me.
That same night, we started talking on Messenger. And that's how it started. I ain't gonna lie, I'm excited as hell, girl. The inner child was just so motherfucking happy. Now, the next night, he was drunker and like snappier and sassier. It gave angrier. Like, he was on 10, honey. He was snapping, asking me questions. I don't really think he knew who he was talking to for real. I stayed down because I wanted to talk to him or whatever. I'm not gonna lie. It got real sexual, real quick. He's trying to see when I'm gonna go home, girl, because he can't pull up at my mama's house because it's a secret. I'm telling him I'm not gonna be back home till like New Year's. He's like, no.
No, I want to see you now.
Oh, wow. So now I'm curious because, like, word. So I asked him, like, what made you want to, like, indulge with me? Like, what made you want to talk to me? Like, why now? He tells me that he had never seen me like that until about a couple of years ago when I was at my aunt's house and I was laying down in the living room on that mattress.
Ooh, I just wanted to ravage you.
God damn.
Oh, not you was joking, but you secretly wanted to ravage me. Oh, wow. Then started going into details about what he would have did and what he wanted to do and wanted to do now.
Sitting here fantasizing by laying you on your stomach and tuning that big old red ass up and spreading and folding the big old red ass cheeks and long digging that pussy till it's squirting and farting, squirting and farting.
So, okay. Now we gotta talk about this big orange elephant in the room, because what the fuck? Like, what the hell we gonna tell everybody? Like, wait, wait, what? Oh shit. We gotta talk about how we gonna do this. Now, my face card in my family is already shunned. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen if this don't go the right way. So I'm kind of trying to kick it to him more on a serious level, like, but maybe we should take it slow, keep it to ourselves, hell, figure it out on our own and see what happens, and whatever happens is what happens. If I pop up married and pregnant, who gonna whoop my ass? I'm pregnant. I just thought that would make way more sense, be way more smoother and cleaner than like a hit it and quit it sneaky link thing. Because, babe, I'm telling you, I don't have any more on my registry list as far as what my family can take from me, okay? He like, oh no, your family knows me. I've been around the family for years. They gonna be happy. Tell everybody, like, they ain't gonna care. They know me.
I'd never hurt you off the strength.
I'm like, okay. I don't think it's gonna be that simple, but okay.
I'm nodding like I understand, but I'm not so sure I do.
I let him have it. We changed the subject and start talking about his other 5 baby mamas and how he don't believe in marriage and he want me to be the 6th baby mama. So the next big question is, are you single? He tell me that he's single, but it's a girl he been talking to for 2 years that he been trying to get rid of for 2 months, but she crazy.
Uh-oh. CAP.
All I heard was single, honey. That's all I wanted to know. Let's go ahead.
The shit's chess, it ain't checkers.
Let's do this. As if it couldn't get any more complicated, it gets more complicated. Tell me why. Early that next morning, the girl he was trying to get away from calls me from his phone. Now, I was asleep at the time, so I missed the call. But tell me why she also texted me. And she was like, I'm with Freddie. Freddie is not single. So I'm like, okay, cool. I don't even got time for it. It's already crazy. That's a sign from God. Let me go and go. I block. What happens next? He calls me star 67 and we start back talking. We talk again that night, child, but guess what? The next day, she calls me. Now, this time she got me because she called me from her phone, so I didn't know the number, so I answered it. We started talking. She kind of was trying to figure out who the fuck I was, and she started telling me some stuff that Freddie told her when she asked him. Basically, Freddie told her that I was just this prostitute, but she actually bought a lot, apparently. You know what I'm saying? I was just some bitch she got off a back page.
Oh, wow.
So, of course, I'm like, no. And I explained to her who I am. I'm just like a cousin. He's a friend of the family, been a friend of the family since I was like a kid. Literally been around like forever. He don't mean no harm. He play and joke and flirt with everybody. All the girls in the family. Moms, aunts, grandmoms.
My God,
All of them.
All of them. Like, it's not even that serious.
I don't even know what the hell is going on right now, so it's not even that deep. I was trying to clear it up and let her know that it's nothing for real. Probably some type of phase type shit. Like, it's nothing. All she heard was other women.
Other women in the family.
And I'm like, yeah.
Hey, look, girl.
I'm like, they pretty, they body tea. I wasn't thinking straight. I did not know that she was gonna do what she did next. So later on that same day, she went to go pick up Freddie because something was wrong with his car, honey. It was in the shop. So she go pick up Freddie from my aunt's house, and she gets out the car and she confronts my aunt.
Okay, where all the fine brown skin big booty bitches at? Cause what?
When did this become a whorehouse?
What I got going on over here? My auntie like,
Hold up!
what the fuck? Like, don't not be going on around here, baby. What you look like? What you talking about? So of course now Freddie got some explaining to do. What does he tell everybody? The truth, which is horrible because it makes me look like a badass person.
Y'all finna jump me? Be honest.
Oh, cool. Now I look like the bad guy. And how do I know that? Because Freddie called and told me that same night. Girl, he calling me all kind of snitches, all kind of rats. No Gunna did that thing to Young Thug, and it was around that time. Oh, I'm all kind of Stuart Littles at this point, honey. I'm trying to explain to him that I was just trying to comfort her and tell her that it really is nothing.
You didn't know she was that damn bold and crazy. Like, I told you that she was that bold and crazy.
So we get to talking about something else, honey, and we talk for the rest of the night. Made it a couple of nights of talking without any interruption from her. Fast forward to New Year's Eve. Everything was running smoothly on New Year's Eve day. To about like later on that evening, and I get a call from her. This time, Freddie was with her. I guess she's trying to get to the bottom of it. So now she's telling me all the things that Freddie said while Freddie in the car. And what did he tell her, y'all? He told her all my tea. Basically just had it set up like he was some type of mentor or like some type of guidance counselor or something. Like he was my big brother in the Big Brother program.
He did that shit. He guilty as fuck.
So now she all on the phone feeling sorry for me. I can hear the sympathy in her voice and shit. I'm like, okay. Girl, it irritated me so bad, I blocked both of their ass. And I vowed that I wasn't gonna take him into the new year because he wasn't standing no business.
Somebody told a lie one day.
I went and talked to him and it stayed like that for about like 2 to 3 weeks. I get this call from a different number. I answered it. It's him. And he's telling me that she broke his phone. He lost his job because he couldn't call in. They fired him for a no call, no show.
Really done with her now.
And I'm like, okay.
Girl!
I was very lenient to him, y'all. I was very lenient to him. I'm already gonna tell you.
Best guy around.
What about the people he murdered?
What murder?
So we started back talk. So now we kind of picking back up from the first conversation we had, how we was gonna do this whole thing. We both agreed that at the very least, we should probably tell my cousin, his friend, get his input on it. Let's see if we gonna get his blessing or not, and if he gonna say yes or no, so we can see what we gonna do. I'm nervous as fuck. I don't know how this gonna go.
Hey, I wanna fuck your little cousin.
What the fuck is he gonna say? He ends up telling him,
she grown, you grown.
Cool. Now we go together real bad. Ooh, I'm so happy the hard part's over. Like, it was a victorious moment for the moment though, honey. We was talking on the phone that same night, like, yeah, we got that okay, we got that up. Well, it was real lit. So being that we hadn't seen each other since Christmas, he's just like, I'm ready to see you now. I'm so happy he said yes, because we always drive around that area. Boom, he could just bring me over there, cool. And I'm like, oh wow, really? Y'all be always over here? He's like, yeah, we gonna be around that way tonight, because we gotta go to the casino. Now see, so I'm like, ooh.
Maybe he'll bring you over here and we can see each other or whatever.
So Freddie went on ahead and asked my cousin, could he bring him? My cousin said yes.
Freddie comes over for a minute.
It was real awkward because that's the first time he's ever seen me like in my personal sanctuary. Pushed through or whatever, and it was real cool. He hands me like 2 shots of Taka vodka and they head to the casino. Now we texting and stuff while they head to the casino and they at the casino. I took my little Taka vodka shots. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm a lightweight still, even after all that shit. Ain't that a bitch? He texted me or whatever while he at the casino and he talking about what he woulda did and shoulda did and coulda did. And I'm like, you know what?
Do me. Don't do me. Because, no.
See if he'll bring you back around, cause like, what's up? Since we done checked off all the boxes, my cousin said yes and brought him back over here. And long story short, he had sex for the first time.
Got him. We fucking got him.
He did everything he said he was gonna do.
The next morning, my cousin came and picked him up. Girl, I'm feeling real accomplished. I'm feeling good. You know, woo, everything was all good. Until he called me later. He was just like, I don't know what's wrong with your big cousin. He tripping. He act like he mad that I spent the night. He act like he mad at me and you talking. And I'm like, what? He just said it was good. He was like, I know he just said it was good, but I don't know. Like, I'm thinking like, shit, he must ain't know who the fuck I was, cause I don't think he thought we was gonna do that.
Bon appetit.
They eventually talked it over, and I guess my cousin was righteously uncomfortable, probably for plenty of reasons, but for one reason, because he was afraid that my mom or my dad would just come down here and see Freddie here, and then it all fall back on him, which is actually a pretty good concern, but it's very unlikely, because my mom and my daddy don't be stunning me, honey, long as I ain't at they damn house. But cool, we have to respect his concern, so me and Freddie get the rough drafting on how in the hell we gonna tell my parents that me and him is together. Lord, now we gotta tell more folks. Oh, Lord. But luckily, while me and Freddie was trying to figure out how in the hell we was gonna tell them, my cousin thankfully still bit the bullet and brought Freddie over. Another night he spends the night. He brought some catfish over and he cooked it. We eating good, we drinking, we playing Uno, and it was real nice until he got too drunk. Shit! Now he's paranoid. He's looking all over the house for shit and people that ain't even here. He see men, he see women. I'm like,
What fucking lady? Ain't no lady in here.
busting in rooms, like where the nigga at? Where the nigga at? Looking under the bed, looking behind doors. I'm entertaining it, right?
Let me look. Baby, it's just you here. It's just you and me here. I'm not talking to nobody else. Ain't nobody else here.
He like, you a liar. Where the nigga at?
Only way you going home is that motherfucker.
I'm trying to calm him down. The more I try to calm him down, the more irate he would act. I guess when he'd get tired, he'd go lay down on the couch and he'd start crying and talking about his past and how he went to jail and how he just wanted to go. And now, see, you feel me? I understand that because Lord knows I don't want to go home to glory plenty of times. So I'm trying to calm him down. I'm trying to relate to him and let him know, you know, baby, it's all good. Baby, tell me why he gonna flip it on me. Talk about you gotta be strong, though. You gotta be strong, Niecy.
Ain't that some shit?
I'm like, I'm fine. It's you the one running around here acting crazy. Then he wanna fuck.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Today drained me.
Man. Now, I can see if that happened once. You know, we all have our overly drunk experiences. Cool. This shit happened every time he came. It was not enough Pam.
Pussy, asshole, and mouth. Pam.
In the world, he would still show his ass. Literally, he'd be so. It wouldn't even be no better because he would start to go through like withdrawals. He'd start shaking on the couch. He just would go crazy. So now we have to like literally go walk to the liquor store by my house. Ain't neither one of us got no car. Wasn't far, but it's a nice little walk. That part would be cool. You know, it's a nice little bonding moment, nice little time to bond. We get back here, honey, and I'm thinking everything's good. You got your liquor now, you can chill. Back to the first mode where he just starts seeing shit and just going batshit crazy. Now that I think about it, I don't even understand how he'd get so drunk because we start drinking at the same time. And I'm like half his age. He's 10 years older than me, by the way. And I'm fine. So,
Nigga, what's wrong with you? You a grown ass man.
38 years old. How long you gonna be doing this?
but I know you wasn't just doing that shit to fuck with me. It wasn't better when he'd stay at home and we'd just talk on the phone either. I guess he was trying to make that drunk slurring foolishness be some type of emotional verbal attack type thing. But hell, I ain't even care because I can barely understand. Like what? It's not who I had a crush on. So I'm just really just like listening and just taking it all in.
You will not influence me. I am my own person. I am a strong black woman.
Him and my cousin's friendship was definitely on the rocks right now. I think he low-key blamed me for that. They were bumping heads bad. And I know this because either they would call me while they were together to discuss it like with me on the phone, or they would call me on three-way and discuss it. And I do get why they called me. Just like, please don't call me. One time they was arguing and it got real intense because Freddie kept wanting to come be with me every day. My cousin was just like, damn, did she put something up your ass? Like, why you want to go over there so much? Whoa. Then he actually asked him, like, you know, like, when did you start liking her? Because you started to come around when she was like 5.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
Fuck you mean?
Freddie was just like, I told you, it's when she was homeless and staying at your mom's house and sleeping on the mattress. And I'm just like, Lord have mercy. Eventually, my cousin finally put his foot down. Just was like, no, I can't take holding this secret that could fall back on me at the family messy table discussion.
You gotta tell her parents, or I'm not bringing your ass over there no more.
Try to go around that issue by having other people outside of my cousin bring him over, which we should have did in the first place, but okay, fine. And that actually worked out until it didn't. So now the pressure is back on him to tell my parents so he can maneuver over here more easily.
This one random weekend,
My parents invited Fred and my cousin over to their house just to chill on some chill shit, like nothing crazy, you know, boom boom, barbecue, whatever. Now they supposed to be over there hanging out, but I get this call later on in the day from Freddie talking about, yay, I told them they were okay with it. We got the okay, cool. I'm happy as hell. Woo, we got that over with. I guess honesty really is the best policy. I get another call that same night, probably like an hour or two later, and it's my cousin telling me how Freddie had got too drunk and he just was in my mom's face, and she hates that. Trust me, I know. I'm talking to DC.
my dad got mad because Freddie was in his wife's face.
So now we back to square zero. And now it's like, don't go down there no more. If you go down there, we're gonna sell the house, which wouldn't necessarily be easy. It's bees, wheels, everything all everywhere. Don't nobody know where it's at. God would have to move me out this house. Thank you, God. But the fact that it even got so deep.
Why would you do that? Huh?
So boom, he lived by himself too. We started talking about me coming over there where he's at. And after much consideration, much nagging, and much fussing, I decided, okay, let me go ahead and just go over there. Friday comes by, I'm packing up my stuff so I can stay with him over the weekend. Get over there, child. I loved his apartment. It was updated, hardwood floors, nice thick leather couch.
He's trying to connect his smart TV to his phone, which can be done because he did do it at one point, but it just wouldn't let him when he had company, which is how it always is, right? It never works when you want it to.
He's irritated by it. He's mad as hell. He gotta call customer service. So me being a good woman that I am, I'm trying to help him make little suggestions. You know, I worked at plenty call centers with technical shit. So I'm like, okay, maybe it's this, maybe it's that, maybe it's this, maybe it's that. Trying to be of some assistance. He got mad at me.
I'm like, oh.
Sober now, talking shit. So now I'm starting to see, oh, you just like to talk shit. Alright, cool. The only thing I'm thinking in my head at this point is this:
I'm going home tomorrow, bitch.
in the midst of me thinking that, Freddie gonna tell me like, oh shit, I forgot that my mom and them having like a cookout tomorrow. Like, damn, I get kind of happy, child. And I'm like, oh, that mean I can go home then. And he's like, no, you can come too. And I'm like, I ain't even packed for that shit. I ain't packed to meet nobody, mama. So I'm trying to tell him that. He's just like, we'll figure something out, but no, you coming too. You ain't going home because I want you here. So I'm like, wow. So the rest of the evening is going by. He meanwhile, he sober, he drinking. He meanwhile, he drunk. I had me some weed at the time, so I rolled up. I ain't really trying to do all that. I'm cheap. I'm still a little bit, but I'm mostly high.
He trying to argue.
Just do what I do when I have problems. Scream!
I'm in my head just like, ooh, I don't even want to hear that shit tonight, right? Slowly getting towards the end of this. Go on with our regular schedule, honey. He looking for motherfuckers in his own house. It's time for us to go to sleep. I already know that he don't have a bed. He already told me that. So cool. We go in his room and I got an option between a blow-up bed and like a mattress that's on the floor. I'm trying to decide between the two or whatever, and he tells me like, well, the air bed's gonna slowly leak out, so we gonna be on the floor anyway, so we might as well just go on here and go and sleep on the floor. So I'm like, all right, cool. I ain't new to this, I'm true to this. So I'm sitting on the mattress on the floor, honey. I'm complimenting him on how plush it is because it was really nice. Y'all, this man gonna say thanks. It was a steal. I found it right next to the dumpster and I just picked it up, and ever since then, I've been loving it.
I don't know how y'all do shit where you from, but let me tell you something. Where I'm from, we don't do shit like that.
I'm like, what? So okay, cool. I keep my cool, y'all. I keep my cool. I don't really be tripping or whatever. I don't got OCD, but it's just some shit I just don't like. So I am literally disgusted. He had a sheet on the bed. Now it wasn't like the fitted sheet, it was like the flat sheet. So it was kind of moving around a little bit, baby. I kept pulling the flat sheet down because I knew if my skin touched this mattress, I'm gonna lose my motherfucking mind. I'm gonna lose my motherfucking mind. Cool, that's the first night in his spot. Next day comes.
7 o'clock in the motherfucking morning. You like, nigga, wait a minute, nigga. You angry at breakfast, nigga?
Of course, if I knew I was going to meet somebody mama that day, I would have packed differently, like, you know, had an actual wig. You know, my little braided cap wig thing that I got, very casual. But what it was worth, I was real cute. His stepdaddy ended up picking us up to take us to their house. So we get in the truck and Freddie's just like, ooh, let's stop by the liquor store, let's go get some liquor. And the stepdaddy was just like, nah, no, you can't get no liquor because we already know how you is off that liquor. I'm just in the back seat like, you too? You crackhead of your family. Now we at his parents' house.
If your parents got to meet a real dummy, they'd realize what a genius you really are.
But don't genius live in a lab?
We go to the back to go sit on the patio. The kids out there playing. His mama sitting in the back watching the kids play. Of course we get into that time where he's supposed to introduce me. Now I'm not asking you to pull out the red carpet and be like, dun, 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 dun. This motherfucker did not want to introduce me. Talking about some, oh, this Paul cuz gonna throw his hand back. You know, in my head I was like, oh, but I ain't showed it. I got a good ass poker face. So I'm just like, so she just like, oh, hi Paul's cousin. And I say hi shit, cause I really didn't give a fuck. What's your real name, sweetie? And I tell her, I sit down across from her around the table and she offered me a beer. I take the beer, baby, and I started drinking. She started asking me questions while the daddy on the grill, Freddie sitting on side of me looking like a lost puppy, mad cause he can't get no lip. 30 minutes to an hour passed and this tall, older black guy and a short, petite, older Caucasian women come through the door. And they like, hey everybody, and everybody greet them. I say hey or whatever, and it's cool. Then the man instantly locked in with me, like literally, like, oh, like, hey, who is this? I'm like, hi, I'm Freddie's friend or whatever. The man actually had his own wine brewery thing going on. So he actually made some wine and he gave Freddie a bottle. Big ass bottle too. Freddie was happy as hell because when nobody let him drink. So he like, ooh, and he go run in the house to try to find a corkscrew. The older man sits like right beside me, literally, and the older white lady sit across from me at the table. Now the older man literally sitting beside me, right? He just starts bombarding me with questions. He all like, what is a fine young tender thing like you doing with somebody like my nephew? Sir, I don't know. Asking me questions, and I'm answering them. You know, I'm answering them. You feel me? He looking me all in my eyes, and I'm looking him all in his eyes, because I know it's some type of respect thing to not look away. Or some type of power play, bitch. But either way, I wasn't looking away. So I'm looking him deep in his eyes. He looking me deep in mine. Now, it was regular at first, but it just kept going. But I kept answering them, kept answering. That went on for about like 10 good minutes.
Fuck! What's up with you?
It was kind of awkward. Like, I felt like I was on the hot seat. Now, to the naked eye, it might look like we was flirting. I don't know if it was innocent or not, because I felt like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even me and Freddie don't talk this much. I mean, I think it was harmless, but it was bad enough for me to feel a certain type of way. Then I later found out that the white lady across from me was his wife. For me to not have known that at the time is crazy, right?
See, that's where my problem kicks in at.
Oh boy.
Let's talk about it.
I don't like that.
Now Freddie back or whatever, he got me and him a cup and he pours up some wine and he sit back down in his spot. Me and the uncle still talking. He on side of me, looking me deep in my eyes and everything, child. Freddie back and all. Then the uncle fucked around and asked me one more question and I turned back to answer him and I met Freddie's gaze and he was mugging the shit out of me. If looks could kill.
Better deal. Let me tell you something.
Dr. No, I shut the hell up then, honey, and I think the uncle noticed it too, because he shut the hell up too.
I be quiet.
Stop talking then, boo. Eventually, more people came, like 4 of his baby mamas, his old ass kids, his brother, his sister. It was a house full. They got their kids, they got in the yard playing.
Watching them play kickball and stuff.
I'm kind of slick cheering and shit, like I'm looking all interested in it like it's a football game. It was real nice too, because I really was interested. The brother friends with my cousin too, so like I can only imagine what that conversation must have been like. I don't know, Freddie kind of started to act awkward or whatever, just like left from outside and just stormed into the house. I don't know if he thought I was gonna chase him or not, but I didn't. I really didn't care. I was happy his ass was gone. And yeah, I stayed outside, honey, when the barbecue got done.
And I'm eating ribs, I'm eating food and shit.
I'm drinking beer and wine. I got the okay to smoke my black. I'm smoking my black. I'm good. I'm having a good ass time. Now we getting towards the end of the evening, y'all. We all go back inside of the house and I go in the kitchen and it's just Freddie and his mom in there. I asked her, did she need help cleaning up the kitchen? I don't know, I guess that's what you're supposed to do or whatever. I see it in TV shows and movies. Why the hell did I do that? Because Freddie lost his shit. I helped my mama clean up the kitchen. Don't nobody help my mama clean up the kitchen but me. Like, bitch, you don't need your help. He didn't say bitch, but basically. So I'm kind of like stunned a little bit. I'm like, okay, I won't. All right, fine.
Girl, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here because
I'm gonna sit my ass down in the dining room table and see they had a little Pac-Man game, like an actual Pac-Man arcade game. Girl, I was too happy. I go in there, I start playing that bitch. The kids come over, they trying to help me win and stuff. It was real nice. They were so cute and sweet too. About like 30 minutes passed by doing that and it was time for like Freddie's brother to take us home. I was just feeling so good, baby, when he dropped us off and we made it back to Freddie's spot and Freddie said bye. I said bye too.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
Why did I do that? That made it even more awkward. Very fucking awkward. I will tell you that. Now, I don't know what I missed or what happened. Not even 5 minutes passed since we got back to his spot. He yelling, screaming, talking shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we had a good day. Like, was we all in the same area?
Hey! Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
I don't know why Freddie was so mad, because I was happy. I had a good ass evening, but he didn't. Of course, he wanted to fucking fight.
Oh, not today. What's next?
I don't want to fight with nobody. I had a good ass time. It's cool vibes, cool. You know, I ain't trying to argue. I'm really trying to lay down on this stupid ass mattress. Freddie wanted to fight, like always, but it was a little bit worse. He in his room laying down on the mattress. I'm still in the living room.
And he just like yelling at me.
Boring. Yawning. Sloppy.
I tell him I'm not trying to fuss, I'm not trying to fight, I'm not trying to argue. He don't give a fuck, he's still talking shit. I just came to this realization of I can't have a full 24-hour day of just no fussing and fighting with you. I can't have peace with you. You can't just chill for like 5-10 seconds. You can't just chill for one day. It ain't even nothing to fuss about. It ain't even nothing to argue about. I didn't do nothing. You didn't do nothing. Ain't nothing wrong. Everybody know now we over here. We done accommodate everybody. Like, you know, and it's still a problem. I want peace, bitch. Like, damn, we can fight. I like a little Tasha. We ain't gotta fight every damn day. I'm gonna tell you what, I like this family so much, they almost single-handedly saved us, but it just wasn't enough. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just done with it. Come here with me. Come here. I told him no. I'm staying here on the nice leather recliner, bitch, and I don't want to be in there with you. He kept going for about like 5 more minutes, and then he eventually realized I wasn't playing and went into some type of drunk slumber. Next morning, his mom drops me off back at home. I was so happy to be back home, y'all. We stopped talking very shortly after that. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in to my story time. Again, my name is Niecy J, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.